Hello everyone, no respawns, hope you're doing well. So, I've got a wee video for you today. One, because I haven't finished Hangman's Alley yet. And two, because I wanted to put this in Hangman's Alley and I thought it was a really cool little build. So I was like, right, I'm going to make a video where I just make these little things because they're really cool. So basically it's an alternative planter. I was kind of like mulling over the idea. Initially in the back kind of rear courtyard area, I was thinking of having like a little farm area like this. And I was going to use cars, basically, spoiler, to actually balance my planters because I thought it looked really cool. However, didn't fit. Basically, the area is way smaller than I thought. And then I realised, lore-wise, I was trying to think how the cars got in there, considering there are no, like, everything's way too narrow. So I just didn't do it. Also, I have been playing The Witcher 3 so much, which is also why I haven't finished Hangman's Alley. So, sorry. Those of you who don't know, I've mentioned it before, but this is like my first actual time off all year, so I'm enjoying it by gaming a lot, which is why there's been a big break. My last video was Monday, rather than be spread out, rather than necessarily all bunched up, which is what's going to happen with today and tomorrow. Anyway, been enjoying that. Have actually played The Witcher 3, just for the record, in the past, but not since 2015, and I never actually finished it. I got about 2/3 of the way through. So for someone who hasn't actually finished it, it's really good fun. I'm not actually to the part I got to as well, so I'm just having a whale of a time. It's great. Don't worry, I'm back to work next week. I've even still got loads of work to do as well. I've got to transfer all of my office. I've got to transfer our server over to a new cloud, which is going to be fun. But I'll do that tonight. It won't take very long. I'll do it while I'm going to bed anyway. So that's my excuses as to why I haven't done a video since Monday, which is I've been fucking around. But I do like what I've made here. Hangman's Alley is nearly finished, by the way. It's looking pretty cool. I've also not managed to delete that annoying pillar, that piece of metal, those of you who paid attention, that you can't actually scrap yet. However, I've hidden it, so it looks fine with a building. It's just a building you can't enter that has a giant floating pillar inside. But anywho, so basically, my only thing, I do little talks. I do 2 of these, and I move them towards my little yurt structure at the back there in Sunshine Tidings Cop. But the only thing I wish this had is, because basically, you might see, rather than using a big planter, I'm actually using the small, the 2 ones put together. Do you like the big ones are just a bit too big? There isn't like a kind of a medium-sized planter. It's a incredibly straightforward build. What you're doing is you're just basically putting the planters on boards and just shoving them inside the cars, and then you decorate them, which I'll show you in the tour, because it just basically adds that extra bit of kind of a spice to the whole thing. Also, as you can see, they're very easy to just pick up and move around as well, which is why I built over there. I deliberately want to demonstrate where you can move it. So these are they're just really cool little build. I want to go back to doing stuff like this, like making like videos where I do like lots of little stuff. I've just got a plan, because little stuff is fun to make, right? But I put them in a lot of my builds, but usually they're kind of just crammed into a bit of a video, or not even shown off at all. So I'm gonna have a play and think over the next couple of weeks of wee things, like, you know, new planters, turret stands, guard posts, you know, little shit like that. Because you can basically almost creatively make as many of those as you like. So basically, this is a very, very simple build, but it's a good fun build, and it just adds that kind of, like, it's a nice way to I guess kind of differentiate and kind of spice up your farming areas a little bit. It looks kind of like needlessly post-apocalyptic. I'm going to put it like that. So basically, realistically, you could just plant, you know, put the crops in the ground. But for whatever reason, you've decided, because you're like me and you're just needlessly complex, and you've just decided to put them inside cars because it looks cool, and it does look cool. I prefer this one I'm about to do rather than the other one, to be fair. I think that one at the back can look a bit bland. This one actually works really well and is a bit more amenable to being decorated too. But it looks pretty grand. Also, I do make a slight mistake though. See, so these fit in perfectly, by the way. They look like they don't, but they totally do. Trust me, trust Davey. Also, firstly, the mistake I made was I put these on first. I wasn't paying attention. I'm all in the zone. I'm like, yeah, let's get them in. And then I remember that I haven't actually got any boards. So we'll sort that out, will we? But it looks fine. It looks fine. I've had people ask, by the way, because people ask every time I play a new game. No, I'm not doing any Witcher 3 videos, so don't expect any. It's an old game. Should play out. It's on sale. It's on sale completely right now. I know for a fact it is. Go buy it if you haven't already. It's really good. It's really, really good. I'm actually now excited for what's it called? Cyberpunk, is it? I vaguely heard bits about that. Mad Queen Show, she's currently making it like the big thing of her channel right now, so you should check her out if you haven't already. She does loads of like discussion videos, which I've occasionally watched, but not all of them, because I haven't been keeping up with the game. But basically, CD Projekt Red, pretty good game dev. Pretty good game dev. Seriously, I'm sorry, I'm just playing it a load recently, and there's so much stuff that, like, so many new games, this is 2 years old already, and so many games don't do. Weather, holy shit, so good. Oh, anyway, it's been devouring my life a little bit this week, hence just my entire structure. Plus, I keep going to bed at 4 AM now. Oh, this is what happens when I have time off. The only thing I would change, is as a side, but, like, waffle away, is so basically the whole idea with those boxes is to make it look supported. Probably would have been better to, because basically these fit in perfectly right, but they do kind of look like they're floating a bit from the side. So what I do is, using these boxes, I would put 2 of them next to each other, maybe even glitch them into each other, so that way you don't like have the floaty bit. It doesn't look too bad, and once I put the decoration scene in the Wii tour in about a minute, because there's a short video, it still looks really good, but I think if I would just kind of tweak it a little bit. But yeah, this has been a quirky little fun build. I'm going to go back to playing Witcher after this, and then I'm going to finish off Hangman's Alley at about like 2 AM, I imagine. So I'll be up tomorrow or Monday, probably. But you pop that in there like this. Looks really, really nice. Really sexy. Although, don't do what I just did, because what mistake did I make? I didn't put the crops in. Let's always put the crops in first. I do wish, as I said, hint, 21, I don't think you could probably make it on PS4, actually. But, like, a planter which was just smaller. Actually, could you shrink a planter? I bet you could. Could you shrink a planter? I'm curious. Let me know in the comments, because basically, like, what I mean to say is, like, you know how you can shrink the little cars and things for decorations? Could you shrink a planter? Because I would just love, like, a collection of just, like, slightly smaller or different sized planters so I could maneuver them, because this does look a little bit ugly with them spread out like that. But anyway, tour are coming. Right, so basically, as you can see, I've just put little bits and pieces, and it just kind of looks a little bit cozier. Also, it allowed me to show off a few stuff in, I believe it's Aslam's workshop decoration pack, which is those, I think it's his one, which has loads more stuff in it recently. I've also used one of the Creation Club little plant pots there as well from Eleonora, which is quite cool. But yeah, nice little quirky little build. Hope you liked that. As always, follow me on Twitter at norespawns. I will have a build up soon, and I will stop playing Witcher at some point, mainly because I'll be back to work. But until then, you enjoy your weekend, and if I don't see you, enjoy your new year as well. Take care, everyone.